Hey guys, Linear here. I thought I'd make a really quick video about what I plan on league starting. This idea was something I talked about in the Butts Discord with my good friend Fader and Paper Hat. I will try to leave links to their Twitch or whatever down below. But basically, with the Elementalist rework this patch, Legion of the Primordial seems absolutely just completely bonkers. It might be one of the, if not the strongest, 2-point Ascendancy in the game. Um, Here's just like basically a rough Excel sheet of how many stats it gives you at 200% buff effect. This is just from the Ascendancy quality and getting the passive tree cluster here. Yeah, so this is like 51% chaos versus dot multi, AoE, damage, attack and cast speed, mana regen, life regen, defense. Like this shit is overloaded. So along with Elemancer, with the Herald buff effect and mana reservation efficiency, you can do some things that are probably not intended. And what I mean by that is just going poison. Um, by scaling the more damage with poison and the more physical damage from Herald of Purity and Herald of Agony, respectively, you can make a pretty decent poison fizz build. Basically reminiscent of Ruse Poisonic Sang build in 3.20, I believe. I could be wrong. But basically, this is what the rough tree idea looks like. It's just a fizz dot tree, or I guess a chaos dot tree using a fizz spell. Yeah, we just path down, basically grab suppression, chaining range. This is just for exsanguinate, but it should work for other fizz spells that want to poison, so like Blade Vortex or Ethereal Knives. This is very much of a work in progress, so I will still be editing this, and I plan on making other trees. Like obviously you go clusters, and then Wither with Overwhelming Malice. You can take the mastery where you get like 5%. I might have to here. Like 5% chance to inflict Wither, but actually with the new alt quality on Golem, let's see if I can find it. Yeah, there's so many Golem changes. Uh, yeah, Golem of the Maelstrom now inflicts significantly more Wither stacks to enemies. So maybe with effect, this skill will actually be quite strong for inflicting Wither, so it might be able to completely drop Overwhelming Malice and just take more damage. Um, I'm still in the config. I think I still put 8 for Withering Step, but it could go up to 15. And uh, the config also just simulates the rework for Elementalist. As for the other links, I'm just messing around with auras here. I might consider taking Purity of Elements just for quality of life. I mean, I personally really dislike using Purity of Elements on builds. It usually means that you're not solving a problem in an intended way, but I think here it's not too bad because we have so much suffix pressure when crafting because you need a lot of dexterity in order to use Dendrobate properly. So yeah, when you need dexterity and res, but you're also using uniques, Purity of Elements might be okay, and we don't have too much evasion or armor for determination or grace. And then I just take Malevolence for damage. Newly buffed Arcane, Righteous Fire of Arcane Devotion gives us a bunch more cast speed, and this is basically free because we're reserving most of our mana. Despair, Withering Step, whatever. Mobility, Primal Aegis from our Ascendancy. So we are going to end up taking the Elementalist. Elementalist. We are going to end up taking these two nodes and then take Bastion of Elements for extra max hit, and then probably go Shaper of Flames just to convert Fizz to Fire, and that way we get a little bit more tanky. I've heard this node called Bait, but the other two options aren't really that good. Shock with Wither is like substandard because of how the math works, and Shaper of Winter, which got changed and then reverted somewhat, is okay, but I think Fizz taking his fire is still the strongest one. Yeah, and we just don't have that many sources of defense, so we might as well take it anyway. Other than that, most of the gear is just like level of gems, fizz gems. Dendrobate is like a 1C unique. Ascendancy will be fairly cheap because I don't think poison is that common. Everyone's going like slams and stuff. Yeah, most of this gear is I think achievable within a few days at least. And Ming's Heart is obviously very, very strong for the last mod. We end up wanting a Primordial Eminence later on just for extra buff effect and to give her a golem survivability. And I'm actually missing one of the other primordial. Oh, Anima Stone. This way we can get all of our golems up because I have a lot of them. Again, I'm still working on the links, so this is very much a work in progress. And I think that's about it. I will be trying to work on the POB, but I am league starting late this time, just because of personal life events. So, yeah, I hope you guys have a good league start. Hopefully, I get some feedback and continue working on this. And then, um, yeah, I know that a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but a few people were wondering about the Trickster uh, build, but personally, I don't think it's very strong anymore. Um, I think the nerf to Escape Artist is actually just like negligible, but the nerf to EE is really, really bad. The nerf to Polymath is bad, and all of it together just ends up meaning that I think it's just like not worth attempting to league start. We will have to see how it plays out with the new runes and stuff, but I think trying to league start dual strike with ambidexterity will just throw a lot of people off. Yeah. All right. That's my yapping done for today. Thanks for listening, and I hope you have a good day.